Okay, Linda, I think this is just for you. So here I am with my 6 by 12 piece of paper, and I'm going to fold that in half this way, and then fold it in half the other way. I call this the hot dog way, and the other way is hamburger. Okay. Then I'm going to make my accordion folds, folding one edge to the center and the other edge to the center. Then I'll open that up, fold one edge to the closest crease. So I've got 8 boxes now, and I'm dividing those each in half. Same on the other edge. And then for the middle, I bring 2 of the creases together and fold that in half. Same thing for the other large section, folding that in half. Okay, so there I've got that. Now I'm going to fold that top long side down to that center fold. And fold the bottom up to meet it. In origami, this is called cupboard doors. There's the openings in the middle there. Folding that. Okay. And this will work the same way if you have a longer piece of paper. You're always going to just take the last 2 sections here and fold those back on that crease that we already made. We're just folding the last 2 sections back. That's what makes the cover. So now I've got one of them folded back, and I'm going to fold the other end right back also, which on this shorter piece of paper makes them meet in the middle. Okay, so with that, that's my back side where the pages meet in the middle. And I'm going to lay that down, the flat side towards me, and I'm going to fold the top edge there down to again to the middle crease. And these are all folds that we've already made. We're just reversing some of them. And the bottom goes up to the middle. I think this was the step that you were missing to get to where you want to have these 4 corners meeting in the middle there. So there's your 4 corners in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to take each one of those corners and stick my finger underneath it and open that triangle out and fold that down, flatten that down so that the line, the previous fold, is straight on the other line and the 2 triangles are there. Those are my 2 diagonal lines. Here's that step once again. I'm lifting the corner and opening it out so that I get those triangles folded down flat. I'm going to do that on both ends so you get to see it a couple more times. I'll try to do it from a different angle this time. sticking my hand under that corner. There's the corner. I'm sticking my finger in there and opening that triangle up and folding it back flat. Making 2 diagonals there. Last one more time. I'm bringing this top edge here, I'm bringing this top edge over to the side. If that helps at all, doing that. Okay. So now I've got a piece that looks like this. I've got my 4 corners are now cut off, like I've got diagonals on the 4 corners. And it's those diagonals that are mountain folded right now that I am going to reverse the fold and tuck it in behind. Okay, so now it looks like that. It's the first one that I've tucked in. Here's another one. It's this diagonal. I think of this piece kind of looks like a cape to me. If this were the neckline of a person's cape, this would be their cape flying back, and I'm gonna just give them a little bit less of a cape. So I've still got this piece behind they've still got a cape there, but it's just not as big. So that's that side. Turn it over and the same thing. I'm working with this diagonal here, and I'm going to push it back so that it is underneath that fold there. One last one to go. Same action, just tucking that underneath. Okay, so now I've got this side with what's left of my 2 little capes there. This side doesn't open all the way because of those triangles, right? And I've got this side, which will turn out to be the inside of the booklet. This will be the inside front or back cover. This will be the inside front or back cover, and these will be the 2 middle pages. So how we get there is we're going to fold those into the middle. I'm going to fold both of those into the middle. And then fold it back like that. So you have that, there's the completed, really inside, still an accordion. Okay, so now we have to finish up the back side. So we've got those little cape pieces. Okay, one of them, it doesn't matter which one at this point, but I'm going to take my scissor and cut one of them in half. Save that for later. So now I've got this little piece of it. And what I want to do with this little piece is tuck it in here. I'm going to maneuver that little edge. And it's a little tricky to do it, but I'm going to maneuver it so that it's especially tricky to do it when I'm doing it upside down so that you can see what I'm doing. But I'm going to make my way into there. I might crumple it a little bit, somewhat. But once I get it underneath there, tucked underneath, I got it all folded down underneath, and there it is. It's tucked in, and I'm just going to flatten that down because I've got one more piece that's going to go in that same slot where I tucked that little piece in. And that's this other fold. This is going to come over here and tuck right in there. And I don't really get it all the way in there because I do want to leave just a tad for the spine. So I'm giving this book a little teeny bit of a spine. It's not a lot, but that'll help it to lay flat. And that's it. We've got the spine tucked in back there, and we've got our pockets here. So now I've got, just grab something where I can put a little note or something in there. I can use this as a pocket to put a little note in there. And the same thing on the other side. Okay. With a longer piece of paper, you're doing the same thing basically. You're taking the last two pieces and folding them back, doing the corners. You've just got more space in the middle, but it's still the two end pieces that make up the front and back cover. You can see here where if I open that up a little bit, I've just folded back the last two pieces. Why you see this, this fold here is because this is my spine now. It was this whole section and this whole section that were the two that I was folding back before I folded it down like this. Then I lifted up those corners and folded it out. Then I had this diagonal, my little cape there that I tucked behind. Same thing with this diagonal, my little cape, tucking it back. And now I have to fold the whole long accordion up there, which I've already folded it, so I'm just going over the pre-existing folds. And I've got this short side here. I won't take it out, but I've cut it. I trimmed it off. Here's the proof. I did trim it. And I tucked it in there. And then my other side, the long side, when I'm tucking it in there, I noticed that I need a bit more of a spine because it's that much thicker. So that's how I got that little flat piece there, and then it doesn't tuck in as far. So that's that little book. And now you've got a bunch more pockets and places to play with and put notes into. Hope that helps. Bye.